Hello students, in this class you are going to know about the new topic jumping statements. When you talk about the jumping statements, so Java provides three types of statements: return statement, break statement and continue statement. Return statement you have already learned in case of methods. If you remember, so when we use the methods, so in method prototype we define return type. If a method returns any specific value, then we use the related keyword. Otherwise, if method does not return any kind of value, then we use a keyword void. It means no return value. If you talk about the break statement, break is also you have used with switch statement. Break statement is used switch as well as in case of looping statements. So here in this class you will learn about the break statement and continue statement with the help of suitable example, and both are keywords. There is no any specific syntax. Whenever we have to use break, so just we use a break keyword, and in the same way we can use the continue statement. So first of all you can see the use of the role of break statement in Java program. So here demo is one of the class in which we define a method show. You can see here return type is void. Okay. Now in the body of the show method, for int x is equal 1, x is less than equal 10, x plus plus. It means this loop will execute 10 times. Okay, starting by 1 and up to 10. So now we start the execution of this loop. X is equal 1, x is less than equal 10, 1 is less than equal 10. Condition is true. Since condition is true, control goes to the body of the loop. In the body of the loop, you have an if statement. If x is equal 8, what is x? 1. 1 is equal 8, false. This break keyword is defined in the body of if statement. Since if condition is false, so there is no any kind of execution of this break statement. Control goes to the system.out.print. Here system.out.print is given, not println. So be careful. Here we print the value of x plus 1 space. So what is the value of x? 1. So here the output is 1. After this, see, this is the block of if. This is the block of loop, body of the loop. Okay. So after printing the value of x, that is 1, control goes to the operation x plus plus. So x becomes 2. 2 is less than equal 10. Condition is true. So control goes to the body of the loop. 2 is equal 8. False. System.out.println. So the output is here first 1, then 2. Now x plus plus, x becomes 3. 3 is less than equal 10. Condition is true. Now control will take place in the body of the loop. 3 equal 8, false. Here we print the value of x, which is 3. Now same process is continuing. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. After 7, x plus plus, x becomes 8. 8 is less than equal 10. Condition is true. Now control takes place in the body of the loop. In the body of the loop, one if condition is there. So here 8 is equal 8. Now if condition is true. So control moves in the body of the if. In the body of the if, break statement is defined. So as break encounters, it moves the control to the outside the block of the current loop. This point here is, this is the block of the loop. So as break encounters, when this condition is satisfied, so control moves to the out of the current loop. Okay, so the output is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is the working of break statement in this example. However, loop is defined for 10 times, 1 to 10. But meanwhile, if condition is given, if 8 is equal to 8, then break statement will play its role. Okay. Now we move to the continuous statement. In continuous statement, you can see one class is defined. Again, show method is given. Here, same loop. I repeated here. Now x is equal 8, so we take continue. Same condition is here. Only we have to replace the continuous statement. Now SOP, system.out.println of x. Now we start the working. So 1 is less than or equal 10, condition is true. 1 equal 8, false. So control will not take place in the body of if. It means there is no any counting of the continuous statement. So system.out.println of x, here x will be printed, that is 1. Same thing, control goes to the x plus plus. So x plus plus, x becomes 2. 2 is less than or equal 10, condition is true. Now 2 is equal 8, condition false. System.out.print. So here 1 then 2 is printed. Now same process is continued. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. When 7 is printed, so control goes to the updation part. X plus plus, x becomes 8. 8 is less than or equal 10, condition is true. Now control moves in the body of the loop. Here 8 is equal 8, condition is true. Since condition is true, so control takes place in the body of if. In the body of if, continuous statement is there. So continue statement moves the control to the next iteration, that is x plus plus. Right? So control will not encounter the statement system.out.println print when the x becomes 8. Since 8 is equal 8, condition is true. And here continuous statement encounters, continue shift the control to the next iteration. It means to the updation of the loop. So now x plus plus, x becomes 9. 9 is less than or equal 10, condition is true. Now 9 is equal 8, false. So here the next value is printed, that is 9. After this, x plus plus 10, 10 is less than or equal 10, condition is true. So now here we get the value of x, that is 10. Now x plus plus 11. So 11 is less than or equal 10, condition is false. So the output of this example is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 9 and 10. So I hope you have understood the working of break and jumping statement, and this is the way by which we can use the break and jumping statement in our program, in a Java program. Thank you.